What is up, guys? It's Chase Oliver 68 here, bringing you another video to my channel. Make sure you guys check out CO Live Videos, my video game discussion and review channel, and make sure you follow me on Twitter at Chase Oliver 68. And I'm just going to announce this now because I know there's people that will freak out if I don't have a Raw review next week. I know there are. No Raw review next week. Reason being is the Chargers versus the Raiders, Monday Night Football. Huge football fan, been a football fan longer than a professional wrestling fan. So, yeah, I'm going to be watching Monday Night Football instead, but I hope you guys understand, and then Raw reviews will continue. Anytime, basically, get this. Anytime the Chargers are playing, I'm not going to do shit on my channel. How about that? Anyways, let's get started here with the Monday Night Raw review, which is a Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to all you people. And we start off with showing that Kane and CM Punk fought backstage. Whatever. And then Sheamus comes out. What the fuck? The World Heavyweight Champion coming out. What does this mean? He comes out, says like 2 words. Punk comes out. Punk goes on to his little respect and how he doesn't want to embarrass Sheamus and blah, blah, blah. And then Sheamus is like, come down to the ring. And then Punk is like, no, I don't want to. And then AJ comes out and said, no disrespect, Punk. Blah, 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 blah. And basically she sets up like the most obvious matches. CM Punk and Sheamus for the first time ever. Champion versus champion. That's announced. And then we also get Cena versus Del Rio announced. Cool. Yeah. Solid opening segment, I guess. I mean, featured the 2 world titles picture guys, and they're in, you know, prime matches for Monday Night Raw. Okay, fine. I'm fine with that. Let's move on then. Dolph Ziggler faces my boy Randall Keith Orton, and Randy Orton and Dolph Ziggler. This was a solid matchup. Ziggler wins by cheap roll up, and is this really a feud in the WWE today right now? Like, someone tell me, are they really feuding, Ziggler and Orton? Because, really, to be honest, I don't know what more matches you guys can do with these guys, and it doesn't really seem personal, this feud, at all. And the only reason why I probably give, like, even a dose of shit about this feud is because I love Randy Orton. I'm being dead honest here. I don't know what they're doing, but at least Ziggler got to win here. That's basically what I could say. At least Ziggler got to win here, because he really did need sort of like a useful win to, like, you know, boost his credibility as Mr. Money in the Bank. And even though he did cheated, he is a heel, and there's too much chicken shit heels in wrestling today. But I digress. Let's just move on, because then The Miz came out. And so I guess Miz was going to be replaced as commentator for Jerry the King Lawler. Huh? This is not going to announce who Miz's next contender is? We're not going to get a hint at who Miz's next contender is for the IC title? Night of Champions is coming up soon, WWE. I don't care about your IC title right now because you're not hyping me up for it. Think about that. Before you had The Miz, I mean, you could have planted the seeds of The Miz facing someone at Night of Champions. But instead, you don't, and I don't understand why. So, Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara teamed up once again. Why don't you make these guys a tag team to face Cody and Tensai? This was a pretty standard tag team match. It was actually better than what I was expecting. It didn't really go too long. I mean, it went a commercial break, but it didn't go too long. And once again, Cody gets pinned in this matchup. Rey and Carl win, and we move on forward to the next segment of CM Punk versus Sheamus. CM Punk and Sheamus did not happen because apparently CM Punk's character is someone who demands respect and feels disrespected, so he's going to disrespect other people, showing that he has no respect for other people, only respect to himself. And what kind of character development is this? I don't understand what the whole point of CM Punk's character is. How is he going to demand respect and then walk away and not be respectful? It's like, what kind of character development is that? That's just like such a boring character development for CM Punk. CM Punk, is he still a good mic worker? Yeah, he's still a good mic worker. He can make a good promo. CM Punk, can he wrestle a good match? Hell yeah, but what does this character have to do for us, WWE? What does this character really, really mean? Please tell me, because I would love to know. So instead of, you know, giving Sheamus someone credible to wrestle against, AJ Lee gives us Sheamus versus Jack Swagger. Oh, and Del Rio and Ricardo Rodriguez were on the outside like anyone cared. And Del Rio and Sheamus, I mean, I wish it was Del Rio and Sheamus at this point. Sheamus and Swagger, quick matchup. Sheamus wins by Texas Cloverleaf. And Michael Cole's like, I've never seen him do that move before. Dipshit. He has pulled off that move. He just finally finished the match with it. And then Del Rio and Ricardo start to attack, and when it looked like Del Rio was in trouble, like with the bro kick, all of a sudden, you know, Ricardo took the fall, and it's like, oh no, not Ricardo Rodriguez, and Sheamus pretty much, you know, that's what happened. Sheamus pretty much kicked Ricardo, and we move on. Doesn't this Raw sound just exciting at this point right now? Eve Torres and Caitlyn. Eve wins in a standard Divas match. And Layla's on commentary. She did a decent job at commentary. I'll say that. Eve wins. And then it's like, she starts shaking Caitlyn's hand. And I'm like, wait, what is Eve doing? And then she goes up to Layla. And Layla shakes Eve's hand for no reason. I'm like, wait, what the hell? Like, it was like, why are they shaking hands? And it made no sense to me. It literally made no sense to me whatsoever. Oh, cool. A match that I could give two shits about. Ryback versus Jinder Mahal. I thought the feud was over. Whatever. Ryback won. Feed me more. Yeah. You guys know the rest. I still like Ryback. I just don't understand why this match is on the card. If it's not going to build anything towards Night of Champions, if it's not going to build interest towards watching SmackDown or anything, why is it on the card? The whole point for 3-hour Raws, I thought, was to build interest into all your shows. Right now, you're not building any interest, WWE. You aren't. God damn. So, remember those anger management segments last week on Raw? Big hit. So let's do it again next week, because that's what WWE always tries to find out. Whatever's the biggest hit for the show, they always want to try to force it down your throats. Were they as good as last week's? They were pretty funny. They were nothing as great as last week's, and this leads down to, you know, a whole segment of either if Kane and Daniel Bryan are going to have a match, be a tag team, or hug it out. And of course, the WWE forces to choose a hug out. I didn't hate the segment. I didn't love the segment. I'm not gonna. It was kind of chuckly, especially when Daniel Bryan wanted Kane to hug him. But it wasn't terrible. It was just why. And then it leads up to absolutely nothing, because after they hug, Kane just beats the shit out of Daniel Bryan. So why do I care? Oh well, actually Bryan ended up being the main guy in the end. But why do I care that much? I mean, these guys went to anger management. Obviously, they didn't learn shit there. They come on to middle of Raw. You even showed that they didn't learn shit there, because Kane and Daniel Bryan were arguing at the end of the fucking segment. And then you have Kane and Daniel Bryan have to hug in this ring. It would be funnier if they were a tag team, but whatever, right? It was just kind of whatever to me. Oh, we got a United States title match on Raw tonight. And I was thinking to myself, gee, what about for Night of Champions? Huh. But since Antonio Cesaro beat Santino Marella, will we see this at Night of Champions? You bet your damn ass we are. We're going to see Antonio Cesaro, Santino Marella, like 89. Like, seriously, how many times have these guys wrestled free on SmackDown, free on Raw? Don't care about this pay-per-view match. Don't care about this U.S. title match. Congratulations to Cesaro for retaining and getting on Monday Night Raw. Uh-oh, we had ourselves a Twitter war, too. Zack Ryder and Heath Slater were going at it, talking about how Zack Ryder won against David Otunga last week on Raw. He insulted Heath Slater, and it went back and forth. There was a couple of long tweets. At least it got placed on the card. That's cool, but no entrance music, no familiarity for the fans to get into these guys really that much at home. So Zack Ryder beats Heath Slater, and we move on from this. And I'm serious. We move on from this, and then Vicky Guerrero comes out and demands AJ Lee to come out here because AJ was doing a bad job tonight. So pretty much it started out, AJ did not know the name of Matt Striker. He's like, who the fuck are you? Then afterwards, after the CM Punk segment, after CM Punk left and was like, oh, you know, being disrespectful, CM Punk left Raw. Jack Swagger, after losing another match, said, you know, I'm better than this. I'm taking a long break. And AJ's like, I need you. And then I'm thinking to myself, who the fuck needs Swagger? And so this led to, you know, AJ being the bad GM tonight. Vicky comes out, and she pretty much just tears AJ apart. And I was like, what is with this segment? I don't care if they have a feud or a match for the GM spot. Honestly, I don't give two shits about this feud. There's nothing to care about AJ Lee or Vicky Guerrero for me. And Vicky slaps AJ, walks away, and AJ looks like she's having sex in the ring by herself. That's all I really got to say. There's nothing really for me to 100% invest myself into this feud. Why is it the Divas title getting this mainstream spotlight? Why is it that AJ Lee and Vicky Guerrero are getting this mainstream spotlight? I don't know. Someone please answer that for me. But anyways. We move on to our main event, Cena versus Del Rio. This was a really good match. I was surprised. There was cool spots. You know, we got the table break from the outside through a back suplex. They fought backstage. CM Punk came out at the end, took down Cena, had Del Rio get the win. Good build-up process for Del Rio. You know, making him look tough and strong in this Falls Count Anywhere match. Even if Punk had to help, he looked very tough and strong in this match. Going at it with Cena, getting the win over Cena. Cena loses because of Punk, mainly because of Punk, and then Punk at the end says respect. Best segment of the fucking show. Gee, WWE, it took you about 2 hours and 45 minutes to actually get to the best segment of the show. But hey, best segment of the fucking show. I'm sorry, this Raw was garbage. None of it is making me interested in Night of Champions. There's only 2 matches that people, honestly, I think care about this at Night of Champions. And one of them, we've seen too many damn times. And I'm talking about Sheamus Del Rio. I mean, it's just to me like, why should I even waste the time in watching Night of Champions if these belts, they don't feel like these champions are important? They don't. I mean, it's just honestly U.S. IC title, tag team, Divas title. They can do whatever the fuck they want with this, but it's just poor buildup. And Night of Champions is like 2-3 weeks away. Come on, WWE, give us more matches. Give us something where if these guys appear on the mid-card, we actually care about these matches. Not matches where it's just like, why is this going on here? I mean, I guess you can make the case for Sin Cara and Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton and Dolph Ziggler to an extent, but what are these feuds really accomplishing? What are they going to lead into the near future? That's what we need to know. We need to know why is the main purpose of this feud and how come these guys' feuds are overshadowing your champion's feuds. Please explain to me that. But anyways, this Raw, nothing memorable. Kind of okay to watch. Below the show was meh. It was just, you know, a typical Monday Night Raw. D+ for me. This is Chase Oliver 68. If you guys enjoyed this video, comment down below. Subscribe. You guys get the drill. I'll see you all later. And I say, peace!